What's up internet, my name is Nikki and today I will be doing my April wrap up. So before I get into what books I ended up reading last month, I just wanted to say is that I was in a really weird funk in the beginning of April. I ended up finishing the Bell Jar in March, and going into April I was kind of in this weird slump where I was just kind of in my head, and like I said, I was really in a weird place because if you've never read the Bell Jar, it kind of makes you think about life and just certain things that you go through, if that makes sense. But yeah, so the first book that I ended up reading kind of took me out of this funk. It took me a while to get out of it. I think halfway through April I ended up getting a little better at what I wanted to do. I didn't feel as lost. So the first book I ended up finishing was Fangirl by Rowell. I think out of all the books that I have, this is one of the books that kind of gets me out of funk, and I just like reading about it, especially because I realize every single time I read this book that I am more and more like Cather, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I can relate to her a lot, just of how she deals with her emotions and just a lot of things, and I love this book. This book revolves around Cather, who ends up going to college. She is a freshman, and just her kind of getting out of her shell, and I just love the adventure she has, especially with Levi. I think it's really sweet, and yeah, I think anybody who can relate being kind of lost but kind of knowing what you want to do but don't know how to get there, I suggest you pick this up. I really loved it, and I am grateful that it took me out of my little Bell Jar slump. So the next book that I ended up finishing in the month of April was Carry On by Rowell. So I figured, since I was in a really good mood, I said why not reread this book. For most of you guys who do not know, in Fangirl, Cather ends up writing a fan fiction, and it's kind of like, I want to say, a combination of Harry Potter and the Magician series by Lev Grossman, and I love this book a lot, and it made me really happy just because it's a love story with a ghost and a lot of action packed in. And this is about Simon and Baz in just stuff that happens. I don't know what else to say because I feel if I say any more I'm gonna be spoiling like a lot of the book, but I really liked it, and yeah, it gives me butterflies anytime I pick this book up. The last book I ended up reading in the month of April was A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I ended up rereading this because I was able to go see the movie finally, and I really loved the movie. I ended up doing a book versus movie review on it. If you want to go see it, I link it somewhere. And so yeah, so this book revolves around Connor, who's kind of dealing with his mother's illness, and it's just him dealing with it, and on top of that, a monster who ends up coming to his call or his aid, and he tells him stories. And yeah, that's the majority of what it is. I really enjoyed this book. It was a really quick read. For some reason, anytime I think about this book, it kind of reads like a fairy tale to me. I don't know, does anybody else feel like that? Because it really does, because it's like a tree comes to him and talks to him, and it's a good book. It's really sad, but I liked it nonetheless. So yeah, that is my April wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you've read any of those books, tell me. I am in love with the book Fangirl, so if you are too, I would like to fangirl with you over Fangirl. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. If not, that's cool. I usually try to upload Monday, Wednesdays, or Friday. So yeah, I'll catch you later. Whoop.